As a little kid, I was always really interested in American history, the American Revolution, the Civil War, and it sort of transcended over to politics. When I was in the 4th grade, it was 1988, and I was 9 years old. And what was very exciting for me was that somebody was running for president who had the same first name as me, and that was Mike Tate. I came to school on Monday morning at St. Monica's, and we had a mock election. And our teacher told us that we were going to take a vote that Monday and see where we were, and then we were going to spend the week talking about the election. And then on Friday, we were going to re-vote and see where we were. It became really clear to me, like right then and there, not knowing that this is what, I was going to spend the rest of my life doing, that I needed to spend every available moment possible to convince my classmates that they should vote for Mike Tate. On Friday, we went from 11 votes down to winning by 7 votes, and that was like the highlight of the school year for me. I was hooked. When I got to college, I got sort of more involved on a more serious level. And it was 1998, and I started volunteering on Russ Feingold's re-election campaign. I got involved with the College Democrats, and I got a job working with the state party, and it's really sort of been a whirlwind of activity since then. I worked for Kathleen Falk when she first ran for governor in 2002. I was her state field director. Howard Dean, state director, AFSCME, America Coming Together, the state party. I ran the Fair Wisconsin campaign in 2006, which was one of the most meaningful things I've ever done. Founded and ran an organization called Advancing Wisconsin, which did a lot of voter mobilization activity, along with volunteering on literally hundreds of campaigns. I'm Mike Tate. I'm running for state chair of the Democratic Party of Wisconsin.
If I had to pick a few words to describe Mike, it would be energetic,
hardworking,
very bright,
enthusiastic.
I was impressed with Mike's work with Fair Wisconsin.
In this state party, our state party, are the first and the only party in the country to take a position against one of these amendments. We should all be very proud of that.
The fact that he, was there and wanting to, engage us as young people and make sure that we had the tools and the knowledge and the resources to be successful in politics, it was very impressive.
Great enthusiasm. He's a great leader.
I bring sort of a unique blend to this job, which is that of both serving on the professional political side of things and also working really closely with people on the grassroots activist side of things. And what I want to do is I want to challenge people to be knocking on doors whether there's an election next week or next year.
Mike understands that we need to not work just together as counties. We need to work together as congressional districts. We need to work together as a state.
Looking at the problems that our state faces and that our country faces, I think that it's never been more important as Democrats to make sure we're communicating about the solutions that we're working on. The best way to communicate effectively is to have neighbors talking to neighbors, is to have people organizing in their communities.
I think Mike will put in place the kind of organizing effort we need to keep our members involved.
People get their information not just from the 10 o'clock news or the daily paper, but from blogs, from their friends, from social networking websites. And I think the Democratic Party needs to make sure that we are doing everything we can to put our message out through all those possible sites. We need to have things like a Flickr channel, a YouTube channel where we're putting out regular videos talking about what our representatives are doing, a strong presence on things like Facebook and Twitter to make sure that we're communicating with thousands of people that are using those sites. The 10% of the people that are out of work in Wisconsin, they weren't trading derivatives on Wall Street. These are average, hardworking people, and they need to know that it's our party that's working hard to put them back to work, to make sure they have health care that's affordable, and make sure they can send their kids to college.
I'm voting for Mike Tate.
I'm voting for Mike Tate.
Mike Tate.
Mike Tate.
Mike Tate for state chair.
Mike Tate for state chair of the Democratic Party of Wisconsin.